Hello. It's kind of here for some meditations or some meditation video creations. Yeah, so today we got these three. We actually forget what they're about, but I'm sure they'll be interesting, so. And then we might create a short or something, I don't know. Essentially this week our aim is to get one video done a day if possible. We're aiming for 5 videos this week, which is a lot. But essentially we've already recorded 2. We've got meditations today, topic video tomorrow. Oh, why is shit still downloading? Go away. I don't know what's going on here. Hopefully this is uploaded. We've started backing up our videos, which is why we're on later, because it takes like 15 minutes to back up each meditation. It's insane. But we've had to back it up because of the corruption we're having, so. But yeah, essentially we got meditations today, topic video tomorrow. On Wednesday we're going to attempt to create a new type of video. I actually don't know what's going on here. Sure. Yeah, we need to fix up that meditations folder. It's all over the shop. Yeah, Wednesday we're gonna try and create a new, like a book kind of recap video, given we're reading, and we thought, I guess you learn more out of books if you like actually like take notes and understand it, and then yeah, that's essentially what we do, and then we'll make a video on like the books. The first book will be Meditations by Marcus Aurelius, which will be interesting, probably quite the complex book to begin with, but yeah, we'll see how that goes. That'll be something new. And then yeah, and then what is it? And Thursday we'll try and do another meditations probes. And Friday we'll try and get another topic video. I know it doesn't involve any blogs, which is kind of upsetting, especially because we still got to do Life is Life blog, which we're keen for. But we really just need to catch up with these videos, as we've been saying. Videos need catching up, so let's keep catching up. And once we're all caught up, then we'll have like we'll formulate a new routine, and it will all run smoothly, which will be awesome. But for now, let's just make a bunch of videos. And we do find sometimes we can get a bit perfectionist mindset when recording videos, which actually makes us record poorer, probably. So yeah, we're trying to take a more laid back approach to everything as well. Just do the work and see how it comes out. And you're not stressing yourself out so much, it usually comes out naturally, you know. If we're stressing ourselves, then it's not play, it's work, and this isn't work, this is just community. It's kind of here for day 76 of meditation, and today was only a short meditation. We woke up. Hello. It's kind of here for day. It's looking like they're pretty short vids. 4 minutes, 5 minutes. That's good. We'll watch through them all and we'll elaborate on what we're talking about. given we actually forget what we were talking about. We will know it when it's brought up, but we've had a big weekend. I travelled like 2 hours away. Spent the weekend there with friends. It's 576 of meditation, and today was only a short meditation. And it was only a short meditation. We woke up a bit later, so we did less meditation, but we did meditation while boxing, and it was a very meditative state. I know we've just woken up in a meditative state, and we delved a little bit more into death, and we also delved into perfectionism. Only a smidge amount, not too much, but I guess an extension from death. Another part of it was to make sure we did wake up quite meditative this day. I do recall just waking up and feeling blissful. We're enjoying the moment we're in. As we always preach, enjoying the moment we're in. We're expressing presence through death, through contemplation of death. Given we're gonna die, and you don't know when you're gonna die, so you may as well enjoy what you've got before you each and every day. Which was a good theory. I was reading this morning as well, and I guess Marcus Aurelius was expressing some peppers and a bit barkers. Marcus Aurelius this morning expressing death as like a natural process of life. It's like things change, everything changes. So it's like the impermanent nature and us decomposing, us like our atoms and everything, what's it called, dispersing and everything. It's just another change. And he says essentially in death, what are we scared of? When we die, there's either nothing or there's change, like our soul changes to somewhere else, and then nothing, then there's nothing to fear. And if there's change, then it's just change like anything else in life. So there's nothing truly to fear in death. We more so fear the attachment we have to life and losing that attachment, and to the people we have in life and losing that attachment as well, and our identity within life. So yeah, interesting. Enjoying the moment we're in, as we always preach. I didn't say that on the meditations this morning, by the way, but we should definitely talk about it. Enjoy the moment. Actually, meditations book review, we can talk about it. It's the moment you're in, because that's the only moment you ever have, so learn to enjoy it. Learn to guide your thoughts or your perceptions towards a state of mind which always enjoys the present in the moment you're in. I still believe that. I mean, obviously, we said it like 4 days ago, but I still believe a very helpful tip in, I guess, controlling your well-being is to control it in the constant moment. So direct it towards how you wish to be, how you wish to feel in the current moment, rather than attaching it to a future prospect or a past happenings, you know? This moment, and the moment you have, you're in, control it. The reason to determine it to your will. In the moment you're in. The reason death contributes to this is because we haven't turned anything up yet. Let's just bump it up to a 5.6. 8.2's. 8.2's too loud. preach, enjoy the moment you're in, because that's the only moment you ever have. So as we always preach, enjoy the moment you're in, because that's the only moment you ever have. So learn to enjoy it. Learn to guide your thoughts or your perceptions towards a state of mind which always enjoys the present and the moment you're in. Yeah, that is a helpful tip, honestly. Provided me a lot of comfort, honestly. The reason, and we're saying it works from like personal experience of probably like a month and a half now, 6 weeks of since this perception flip of not feeling a sense of, I don't know, a downwards feeling, like a depressive state or an anxious state. We have not felt that for any length of time, really. If we notice it, it usually deteriorates quite quickly. So, whereas in the past we used to fluctuate. So, and death contributes to this is because we have this immortality sense. Holy. Sorry. Yeah, we have this immortality sense where we believe our life goes on forever, or, you know, I guess in the earlier years as well. Immortality sense, the depiction that we will live each and every day as well. I'd say until we get to like older age, that's when we start to contemplate death a little bit. But we're saying, you know, start contemplating it a little earlier, or understand it a little earlier, that you can truly die on any day, at any given moment. I know that's kind of depressing a little bit, but when we come to this realization, it stops us placing so much on the future, for one, and it allows us to enjoy the moment. And it allows us to enjoy the moment more, because that looks like an arm. Die tomorrow. No, it's a die. It's a die. Because if we can die tomorrow, or if we can die today, then waking up tomorrow should feel so much better for us. There was that metaphor where it's like, would you want $10 million if I was to give you $10 million? And they're like, yeah, what if I was to give you $10 million and you die, but you don't wake up in the morning? They're like, no, I wouldn't take the 10 million. So it's kind of saying that each day is worth more than 10 million. That was from a video I watched, not my language. But yeah, it was placing emphasis that death kind of brings meaning to each moment you get to experience in life, because without an death brings what? Death kind of brings meaning to each moment you get to experience in life, because without an end to life, then yeah, it's like we build something in life, but then we attach ourselves to it without contemplating the nature of it and what everything means in the grand scheme of things, and what everything means after death. So we don't really know the purpose to pursue in life. People have their depictions, all sorts of things have their depictions. Right now we just think it's based on, we don't even know what it's based on. But we feel like the more fulfilled you are day by day, the better your life, essentially. It doesn't matter what you do, it matters how you think about it. If you were the wealthiest man on the planet, but you're constantly stressed and miserable, or if you're the poorest man on the planet, but your state of mind allows you to be truly fulfilled in every moment you're in, then who's living the better life at the end of the day? Who's living the happier life? Who's living the more fulfilled life? Then. So I guess we base life off fulfillment to pursue, yes, happiness in a sense, a more fulfilling life. And yes, that takes overcoming the stuff that does not provide fulfillment. When there's no meaning in seeing it before us. So if we understand that there's no meaning in seeing it before us. So if we understand that we can die at any time, any moment, then just make sure we're not placing too much emphasis on 3 years from now, given we might not even make it 3 years from now. Place emphasis in this moment and enjoy this moment, because then at least we know that we are granting ourselves as much happiness in each moment, day by day, as we can produce for ourselves. We also delved into perfectionism, which I guess perfectionism as well. We were saying that perfectionism leads to anxiety. I guess, or it leads us to like stop anxiety, and then that anxiety can stop us from participating or taking the actions necessary to pursue what we're pursuing, because we're scared that it won't be up to the standard we wish it to be. Whereas you gotta let go of that a little. I guess since it's saying, no, it's not really. Perfectionism being and yeah, we've been learning a little bit. It's a lot to learn more about, I guess, the psychological rather than spiritual approaches, even though they all kind of cross over. But yeah, we certainly need to learn more. If people don't want to let go of ego, those sort of approaches as well. The psychological, the more the personal, I guess, psychology, I don't know. Yes, perfection. Not getting rid of identity by helping it. Perfectionism being, everyone knows perfectionism. Placing or expecting but you can feel how when you get rid of perfectionism, because perfectionism can get in the way a lot. We know this because we can intend to create a video the night before, like record the video, well, not these meditations, but like a proper topic video, and then we can wake up and we can just not feel the best. Maybe we're more tired than usual, maybe we're a bit sluggish, maybe our brain's not working, it doesn't feel switched on, we don't feel like we're relating to the topic, stuff like that. And when we continue to do that to ourselves, and then we're like, yeah, we're not recording today, then we delay the progress for the day. We delay the progress for the next day as well, because now we have to record the next day or the day after, or I don't know, it just throws everything out of whack. Whereas if we can prevent perfectionism, then whatever day we're in, we just wake up and, okay, this is our topic, let's think about it, let's do our best, do the best with what you got. And that's why we're going for 5 videos. In 5 videos, we got to record, like 3 videos throughout the week, and meditations. So it's like if you're perfectionist mindset, then one of those days you're not going to be feeling up to standard to record, and it's just going to delay your progress for one, and two, you're going to feel uncomfortable. Whereas if you get rid of that perfectionism and you just ease into it, then you're just pursuing the action and for where it is and before you in the moment, and then everything becomes a lot more flowy and nice. And then you're just talking about stuff essentially. Then you're just given a topic and you talk about it, given a book and you talk about it, and whatever happens, but you're moving forward at least. I don't know. That's expecting all I guess we'll find out. Projects, all tasks complete, or an image of doing something, but you gotta live up, or it's gotta be like perfect. Perfect. And if it's not, we can beat ourselves up, or we can just be too much. We can be in fear of even doing the task because perfect. And if it's not, we can beat ourselves up, or we can just be too much. We can be in fear of even doing the task because we create such a like necessity for it to because we create such a like necessity for it to be top tier that we wait until the perfect moment to begin the task we have in our mind. Perfectionism also affects us. Like, it affects me sometimes as well, in the fact that I won't record a topic video, because on that day I don't feel 100%. But we figured if you're doing that, or we figured that if you're doing that, or we figure 100%, because on that day I don't feel 100%. But we figured if you're doing that, or we figured that it's a lot easier to drop that perfection. I don't feel 100%. But we figured if you're doing that, or we figured that it's a lot easier to drop that because on that day I don't feel 100%. But we figured that it's a lot easier to drop that perfectionism, to get rid of it completely, and know you're just pursuing the tasks that you do. and you're pursuing them to the best of your abilities. You do. We don't want and you're pursuing them to the best of your abilities, in whatever state you're in. Best of your abilities in whatever state you're in. But it's not really about producing the perfect materials 24/7, because that's just gonna fatigue your progress. It's gonna slow you down in actually producing the content and getting better at what you're making. Or this is in anything you do. Is that if this isn't anything? We see what is said. We see how it aligns. Or this is in anything you do. You're gonna essentially, if we had to just pump projects, make them as good as we can, but not place so much emphasis on them being top tier perfection, then we can indulge in more project making or more whatever task we're pursuing, and we're gaining a lot more practice as well over time because we're doing it a lot more. And that perfectionist mindset, it prevents us from doing it in the first place because it becomes scary. And then what we are making from a perfectionist mindset, it isn't some fun creative endeavor. It becomes some scary we don't want to fear ourselves out of creating what we want to create. And you're not going to get better at it if you continue to fear it and you're so slow at making stuff because you're too in fear of
Scary.
what you're actually making and needing it
which we need to accomplish to like the top of our abilities. And if something's a bit off, then we get anxious, we feel guilty, we feel, So all I'm saying is don't stress too much about making everything perfect. Just do the tasks, just get the stuff done, and over time it will develop and get better and better and better, and you're not stressing anymore, you're just having fun with it. And when you're coming from a place of fun and not needing things to be so amazing, then naturally you're more authentic with it and you just flow with it and you get more done, you become more natural, you're not forcing anything. So if you want to if you want to improve, definitely improve, but don't get caught up in perfection to the point you're beating yourself up. Don't get caught up in perfectionism to the point you're not starting things because you need to be in the perfect state of mind. You need it to be perfect. You need to plan it out more. Just get going, get kicking, get those projects done. But that's mostly it for today. Back for day 77 tomorrow.
So death and perfectionism.
Back for day 77 tomorrow, probably, or next week. We'll find out. Anyway, see ya.
Bang. 77. It's only 4 minutes. That's crazy. I think I've had a short. Don't think I usually record this.
Hello.
Is it Friday? What are we here to talk about?
Hello, Connor here for day 77 of meditations, and today was a very quick meditation, and what provoked it, we're just going to read this morning, but what provoked it was is
this the right day? Yeah. It's probably good we meditated.
Quote in Meditations, Marcus Aurelius, made us think of the water theory.
So this was Friday. Yeah, we weren't going to record this day. Because we're just chilling out. We're just chilling out on the Friday. But we still wanted to read. They were going to try and work more Fridays. A lot of the time we go see our gramps, but when we're actually home on Fridays, we'll try and get some stuff done. They were on the Retard channel a lot as well, which we've been playing around with a lot, which has been fun. But sweaty gamer me. I don't even know who Bonjour Jabon is. Yeah. Well, we've been mucking around on that stuff. Has been fun. But yeah. We said we're coming back to routine last week, which we actually did really well. Now we're back again this week. Though Thursday, Friday we kind of let go a little bit. But this week we're back.
Calling it the water theory. We don't know
It's kind of
what it's called. Essentially, it's about flowing with the present.
The water theory is a good one. Water theory is essentially saying life is water and we're not flowing with the water, we're just part of the water. And I'm pretty sure we'll read the quote.
With the present, when it comes to everything, it's like I say we are. It's like essentially, it's about flowing with the present when it comes to everything. It's like everything. It's like when it comes to everything. It's like
It's like
I say we are like water, or life. If life was water, we're not flowing. Life was water, we're not flowing with water. We're not flowing with the water, we are just a part of that water. And what I read this morning actually summed it up in a different light, which was cool. And this was it. They kill you, cut you with knives.
we could add
They kill you, cut you with knives, shower you with curses, and that somehow cuts your mind off from clearness. and sanity and self-control and justice, or a
yeah, we'll add a little section because we're reading it. People need to see the quote.
What I read this morning actually summed it up in a different light, which was cool. And this was it.
We'll go 7:21.
Fresh waters of a spring, that any insults or anything thrown at he can shovel mud into it or dung, and the stream will carry it away, wash itself clean, and remain unstained. Essentially saying,
So this is it. 21, 9, 10, 7. "26 seconds. Hello Canva. Is the book that the quote was out of, this one. Dancing in the moonlight. Eesh. You see nothing. You see nothing. The quote's on my phone, so I gotta go phone it. Give me a second. Oh, I'll go text it. Okay. We back. And we sent it. We sent it. Oh, what is this? Oh, here we go. We got it, lad. We got it. Wonderful, yes. Bang. They kill you, cut you with knives. We'll just do that for now. True, we don't really have a... We really need to fix up this. What? So I made it 20 seconds. Maybe it needed to be saved. They kill you, cut you with knives, shower you with curses, and that somehow cuts your mind off from clearness, and sanity, and self-control, and justice. Or, a man standing by a spring of clear, sweet water and cursing it, while the fresh water keeps bubbling. He can shovel mud into it, or dung, and the stream will carry it away. Off from clearness, and sanity, and self-control, and justice. Or, a man standing by a spring of clear, sweet water and cursing it, while the fresh water keeps bubbling. Being annoying, bro. Hey man. I'm in with you.
fresh water keeps bubbling. He can shovel mud into it or dung, and the stream will carry it away, wash itself clean, and remain unstained. Essentially saying that if we're just the fresh waters of a spring, that any insults or anything thrown at you in this moment, it just flows away with time. It just flows away with the water, with the flowing nature of life. So essentially, if we're flowing, and we say we flow with impermanence, if we're flowing with life in the present, then anything that happens this second, even if it's a whirlwind or like if it's a whirlwind or like someone hurling insults at you, then all other stuff just anything in life, then you're flowing with the water, which means this water here in this moment remains here, and we just flow peacefully into the next. It's kind of filling presence to a sense. Into the next. So yeah, it's kind of filling presence to a sense. So we use this stream theory or this water theory, whatever we're going to call it, essentially saying we are water. That's the name of the game. We are life water. Essentially saying life is water and we're just a part of that water, because something spawned everything, something birthed all of existence, and we're just part of that existence. We've said that a couple times, but yeah, we are the water. Don't differ yourself from that. Yeah. Cooked as. Yeah. And number 2 is that we have to kind of become this water. Realize you're the water, but become the water as well. Realize that life flows on, change continues to happen, life is different every day. But we need to be that water in the day. We need to be with that day. And just keep flowing with life and understand that it keeps flowing. So we don't need to let things hold on to things. We don't need to hold on to things so much. Yes. We don't need to hold on to things so much or destroy things so much or fall into things so much, because we just keep flowing, and we got to flow with that continual moment. That's what experiencing life is. You don't see life by being in this water back here, which you've already seen, or by depicting waters which isn't there yet. You got to flow with the continual stream. And yeah, that's how you And yeah, that's how you flow with the water. That's how you flow with life, and you see it before you, and you actually experience it instead of instead of instead of, I guess, sleeping awake, they call it, just continually in mind to the point. Yes, we do experience life, but yes, you don't truly see it, see the nature of it sometimes. Anyway, we'll leave it there for today. Thank you, and see ya. Bang. Nice. And then the last little one to go. Day 78. A little 5-minute video. Lovely. Which day was day 78? I'm pretty sure this was Saturday. I'm pretty sure this was the day we were going away for a little bit, so we weren't really meant to record, but we were like, oh, look at this. So we recorded. Hello. Oh. Hello, it's Connor here for day 78, 77 or 78 of meditation, and today was a good day. Today we weren't meant to meditate. It was a very short meditation. Like, we literally just popped out for 10 minutes. We weren't going to record or anything. Yeah, so it was an unpredicted recording. We just wanted to meditate just to feel at ease throughout the day. Oh, this is when we talk about the switch again. We essentially say that as soon as you switch into like the new state of mind, because it can take a while to switch. We can sit out for meditation, but we can still be in thought and still be seeing the world before us the exact same as before. We're trying to see it, but we can still struggle to see it sometimes. But then as soon as you flip into that new state of awareness, as soon as you realize, okay, you are seeing the world differently now, that switch kind of stays with you for the day, and you can adapt, or you can switch into that same kind of state of presence throughout the day. And when you have the ability to switch into presence, then anything which confronts you, it's not really confronting, because you can switch. Or anything, any off feelings, they last a lot less time because you know how to switch into presence. Or anything, like we weren't going to shoot. And it just makes a calmer day. This, but then after, we were essentially meditating just to like meditate before going to Toowoomba, which we're doing with a few mates this afternoon. But what we realized with meditation was it is weird how that Jared, of course it is. Two different people live totally different lives due to the
Jared, always so distracting.
I guess depiction they have of life, the philosophy they build, or the
essentially we're saying that life is different for each individual based on their perception of it. So like how one person sees before them, it's kind of different. It's a completely different life to how the other person sees it before them. You found that strange?
Yes, depiction they have of life, the philosophy they build, or the perspective they have of what life is,
what you need out of life,
and what they have to do in it. It is strange how two people can, like, you can assess, I guess, spiritual, non-spiritual, and the two extremely different worlds which they live in.
I don't know I refer to spiritual as mindfulness, meditation, and like I guess Buddhist approaches and stuff, like Taoist, like all that sort of stuff. I guess religious approaches as well. But I don't specifically think spiritual needs to be spiritual. I think spiritual can very much be about just recognizing the present and figuring out patterns of mind which help alleviate our misperceptions or the things which we cause our suffering for ourselves. Like, I feel like you don't necessarily need to say the spiritual approach to overcome it. It's more just like the rational approach of understanding why things causes you to suffer, why you're doing it, and to not do it, or to figure out ways around it, which isn't very spiritual. I think it's regarded as spiritual, and same with presence. It's not spiritual. Presence is kind of just being present, being with the moment. I think when we call it spiritual, it kind of scares people, but it definitely comes from, like, I guess, spiritual insights. Well, I can't guarantee that, but that's what I'm guessing, if it's coming from the Buddhists and the Taoists, and a lot of it relates to spirituality. But it doesn't always have to be regarded as spiritual. You don't have to believe in something to pursue these habits. They're just habits. They happen for a reason, and you can do them differently. You can build new habits which make you feel better, which they live in. One seems like it's societal built for us, I guess. There's still a lot you can do. For us, I guess. There's still a lot you can do. So we're talking about the material world here. We're saying one is societal built. So let's go back to what we said.
And the two extremely different worlds which they live in. One seems like it's societal built for us, I guess. There's still a lot you can do, but I'd say you run into like troubles a lot more because, you know, there's
everything means so much, and everything is derived from identity. We're trying to be something rather than just being. If that makes sense. When we're continually trying to be something, that's when we're not ourselves, because we're trying to be something else.
You're acting,
and if we're placing too much emphasis on being this that we're not in with where we are right now, then we're not really seeing the moment before us for the moment we're in. Then when we are here, it tends to be that we strive for something else, so that we're never actually in the moment. We're always just striving for something else, which we think is going to fulfill us, but it's good to achieve. It's not good to stress out while you achieve. Well, you can a little bit, but
acting
not continually.
For day by day, you're doing jobs day by day, you're set in the way of we need to get money and build our future.
To an extent. Not always though. Some people just want to look after families.
Sure. And if there's a problem in life, it's usually a result of another person or something that's not needs that aren't being met. Whereas like spiritual is more like a different world of, seems very expansive of free.
Maybe it's regarded as spiritual in the sense that it seems beyond us.
Reign over.
It seems beyond our own reality, yet it is seeing our reality for what it is. But when you see it, then you understand it's like there's a lot more that works beyond us rather than the material sense. Just like the world that we live and how we identify and pursue it. Spiritual is more expansive. Maybe that's why it's regarded spiritual, because beyond, above.
Over a world which seems very complex yet simple at its core when you see it before you. Complex beyond comprehending. A world which seems very complex yet simple at its core when you see it before you. Complex beyond comprehending. Beyond comprehension. Complex beyond comprehension. Complex yet simple at its core when you see it before you.
Complex beyond
See it before you. Complex beyond comprehension, but seen before you. Seen before you, for the life we live, it's kind of simple at its core. It's simple. Simple in the pursuits that we have in it for the years that we have in it for the years that we're here. Simple in the pursuits that we have in it for the years that we're here, I guess. If we know how to see it and see it without the depiction that's already been placed on us. But we're thinking in meditation, so we said we only meditated for 10 minutes. We noticed this a lot, and this is why we started doing morning meditations instead of midday meditations, was because after you meditate, if you switch into a state, so we always say there's the switch changes over time, by the way. You get much more time, by the way. You get much more efficient at it to the point where, yeah, I don't know, still is a switch, but you like truly switch into like a new domain of the present. I guess the past domain was
the truck's going past on this day.
Guess
I don't know. This was Saturday.
was seeing,
Maybe
I guess,
just close the windows. Guys.
seeing the world, but it like over time as you expand upon the knowledge and get more used to it, the present is different. It feels different, and we've been following the Tao methodology of listening to stuff in the distance, and it's crazy what you can hear. But back to switching, yeah, when you switch, once you obtain this state for the first time in the day, if you can hold it for a little bit and look around in this switch state of seeing the world before you, that just doing that alone accompanies you on the rest of your day.
It is true. That's why meditation in the morning is regarded as the best meditation. Because not like you're meditating at night time after a stressful day of work. It's like you're meditating when you first wake up, so that you can bring that state of meditation into the day, into your interaction.
Once you flick into it for the first time during a meditation or something, that's why even 10-minute meditation in the morning, teach yourself to switch into the present state, and throughout that day you're going to find it a lot easier to switch into the present state, and you're going to be a lot calmer and happier as well, because you have that switch. You've already, you've charged the light for the day. So
Jared really wants to play armor. Should we indulge? Not right now, obviously. Oops, fuck. What just happened? What actually just happened?
you on the rest of your day. Like, it allows it, once you flick into it for the first time during a meditation or something, that's why even 10-minute meditation in the morning, teach yourself to switch into the present state, and throughout that day you're going to find it a lot easier to switch into the present state, and you're going to be a lot calmer and happier as well, because
should we satisfy the Jer Bear? Play some armor.
Because you have that switch. You've already, you've charged the light for the day. So definitely notice that. Days without meditation are a lot worse than days with meditation. Days with meditation, whatever happens after the meditation, you know how to center yourself again. You know how to bring yourself back to that state of presence. Say we go 2 days without meditation, or 3 days, then when we jump back into a meditation, it becomes quite profound again, because I guess you're centering yourself. It can be a bit of a struggle the first time, but then once you get it back, that's when you realize, okay, there is quite a large difference between meditative days and non-meditative days. It's kind of like watching like some Jujutsu Kaisen. It's kind of like a domain expansion when you
domain expansion. We say that because we're in the present, or we switched to the present, and it went from very like internal thought and not truly seeing the world. It went from just in head, just like reading or whatever, doing whatever stuff you usually do. And then we decided, then we were meditating, and then we switched into present state. And it was more like a Tao state, it felt like, because it's everything just expands, and you see the world and you hear stuff further in the distance. Been playing with like listening as well. You can hear very faint sounds. Most of it's usually just white noise to us, all the sounds going on, because we're too busy just thinking about stuff. But when you like expand your present domain and be with the world, then you can start to pay a lot more attention to it. And that's why I say it's like a domain expansion. It's like a domain expansion into the present. And you're expanding the domain around you to the point you're listening and taking more of it in. It's very cool.
Into the present.
Even on the drive to Toowoomba, so many mountains, so many farmlands and everything. We were just in the car, just like looking at all of it. It felt really real. I've never seen it in that way before.
Because it really becomes. Because it really becomes an expansive environment that you can do whatever in. Anyway, see ya. See you per day at 70.
It's a quick shift.
Environment that you can do whatever in. Anyway, see ya. See you per day at 78 or 9, whatever it is.
Nice. That was a quick one. Probably could have delved into it more. But we got the message across. Let me go bathroom real quick. Give me 2 seconds. We're back. So that took a while. Got into the bathroom. It took a minute. 14-minute video is pretty good. 15. Different from the last ones. We're gonna try and make them shorter going forward. Okay, back to it, shall we? Oof.
Once you obtain this state for the first time in the day, if you can hold it for a little bit and look around in this switch state of seeing the world before you, just doing that alone accompanies you on the rest of your day. Like, it allows it, once you flick into it for the first time during a meditation or something, that's why even 10-minute meditation in the morning, teach yourself to switch into the present state. Then throughout that day, you're going to find it a lot easier to switch into the present state, and you're going to be a lot calmer and happier as well, because you have that switch. You've already, you've charged the light for the day. So definitely notice that. Days without meditation are a lot worse than days with meditation. Days with meditation, whatever happens after the meditation, you know how to center yourself again. You know how to bring yourself back to that state of presence. Say we go 2 days without meditation, or 3 days, then
it's the thoughts which can overwhelm us. When we wake up and the mind's busy, the more busier the mind, the more we're stressing, the more anxiety, the more we become stuck, the more tiredness, more everything. Meditation teaches you to center.
We jump back
in a place of observing and just being, rather than
into a meditation, it becomes quite profound again, because I guess you're centering yourself. It can be a bit of struggle the first time, but then once you get it back, that's when you realize, okay, there is quite a large difference between meditative days and non-meditative days.
It's strange to talk about, because this sort of stuff, like we're almost at 80 days of meditation, and saying this sort of stuff, like we'd say we're pretty truthful with what we say. So we only speak about stuff if we're actually realizing stuff. So all these meditations, it's like actual stuff that's coming from meditations. Sometimes books as well, or things that you learn. But if we're saying meditation's having an impact in this way, it's not like we're being some spiritual fanatic that believes in ghosts. It's like it's actually coming from a place of giving it a go, and I guess experiencing things from it, or having new understandings because of it, or seeing things in a new light because of it. So all we're saying is like the profound,
it's kind of like
the effects we feel, they are real effects. And if we can say meditation's changing your life, then it's changing your life in a way that you have noticed. That's why you continue to do it. That's why you continue to talk about it. That's why you continue to express the ways it is changing your life. So what I'm saying is, a lot of this is like, all of it's pretty much proper thought. It's not like made up in any sense. And not saying everything is complete, the universal truth, Not saying all of it's correct that we say, but saying we're honest in the things that we are saying. If that makes sense.
So watching like some jiu-jitsu.
Honest, but might not always be spot on correct. But that's what we're always working for, to make sense of things. But
And it's kind of like a domain expansion.
most of the time, we would say we contemplate it enough to the point where we get some sort of understanding around it. And if we realize we were wrong on one day, then we correct that another day. Always.
When you flip your perspective into the present, because it really becomes an expansive environment that you can do whatever in. Anyway, see ya. See you for day 78 or 9, whatever it is.
That's the quickest ending. Okay, well now we'll add the days. Oh, no wonder we shut the window, because it's so windy apparently. Oh, way. Crazy. Day 56. We'll go perfectionism. There is more in death. Shut up, dog. When was this? Thursday, 13th. That must be Friday. That's it. Okay. Thought I heard something. No. It's looking like the Friday, 14th. No, it'd be the 13th. It's these 3 days. Why is it day 56? It's like 76. Almost at 100 days for meditation. That'll be exciting. Be water. Flow like water. Flowing water. I say flowing water. Why? Because flowing water is cool. Mm-hmm. This final day was about the switch, 15th, happy, okay, now we can export this lovely thing. Yep. Yes, we'll put it. What's going on? Oh. Let me in. I don't know why I'm logged out of my. WhatsApp. I don't have WhatsApp on my phone. Yeah, I mean, SMS would be nice, please. There we are. Yeah, oh yeah, nice. We got a meta verification badge now, which is pretty cool. On Insta, a verification badge. We're just tossing up. Oh, we're actually seeing. So we did day 67. So we could do a short as well. Do a short. Oh no, we actually need to make a fork. Forgot we need to make the Canva thing. There's a lot going on. But perfectionism, which I'm gonna put as pink. Perfectionism. The switch. No, the second one's water. The third one's switch. Yeah, that's a nice color. Man's angry. I like this one. But it's hard to see as a thumbnail. Water. It's a really nice background. Hello.